Wait, just give me a few minutes. After this video, I can guarantee you, first, you will learn this cool technology that is digitizing the art industry and many more. Second, you might earn a piece of this technology for free, so stick around. My name is Kun-Ho Kim, and I've been in a wheelchair since a ski accident 11 years ago. Since then, my life revolved around making my life easier, making places around me more wheelchair accessible. While at Harvard, I drove from San Francisco to Boston to make a wheelchair-accessible tour guidebook with friends. I've then founded a social enterprise in South Korea which worked to make Seoul's first wheelchair-accessible metro map. I've produced internationally awarded travel series to make wheelchair travel information more readily available. I've started these projects not because I wanted to save the world, I was just frustrated as a wheelchair user. Because I learned that gathering wheelchair-accessible information is very challenging. It is very costly to gather wheelchair-accessible information. It's either very scattered online or it's not even available. When I saw non-fungible tokens, I thought that this could be a great way to incentivize users to bring offline information to online. What is a non-fungible token? I know you might have heard the term a lot these days. Think of it as a digital Pokemon card. We collected them, traded with friends, and played games with it. Now, everything can be done digitally. Couldn't we do all of these with JPEG or PNG before? The problem was that we could just copy and paste these files and no one could know the ownership of these images. This is where blockchain technology comes in to prove the authenticity and rarity of these images. For example, you've seen NBA Top Shot pioneered by Dapper Labs. Think about owning exclusive footage of LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, or Michael Jordan's first shot 10 years from now. I want to experiment whether NFTs can be used to incentivize users to bring offline information online. I believe this can show a lot of implications that NFTs can be a useful tool to bring positive social changes. We will award a free NFT to 100 users who input wheelchair accessibility information on Google Maps. To win a wheelchair NFT, it is very simple. You just need to direct message us on Twitter at wheelcards with 3 screenshots. Let me explain a little further. First, open Google Maps. Type the location you want to review, go to About section, screenshot this page. This will be your first screenshot. Then, click Update to review wheelchair accessibilities. Update the location. Be sure to screenshot the updates you're making. This will be your second screenshot. Then, submit the updates and take the final screenshot to show your submission. You just need to submit these 3 screenshots. Boom, you're done. We will give the first 100 people Rollies, the wheelchair NFT cards. I know that this is not the best way because we don't have access to Google's backend, but we wanted to show Google that with NFTs we can have a very cost-effective, creative, and fun way to allow users to make positive impact. Hey Google, if you're listening, I'm here to collaborate. When we think of wheelchairs, we have this stereotype that your life sucks to be in a wheelchair. I too had this stereotype before getting injured. But having more exposure to wheelchair users who are Olympians and people who are doing such cool things, I completely changed my mind. With more exposure and ownership, I believe that this can foster more conversations around wheelchair and disabilities and wider acceptance. That is precisely why we created 10,000 Rollies. The Rollies were modeled after pioneers of disability rights and wheelchair accessibility activists. This was our team's personal way to commemorate people who fought for the rights of people with disabilities. We are going to release the Rollies in 10 different tranches. 1,000 Rollies per each tranche on Ethereum Blockchain at OpenSea. A Rollie would cost exactly at 0.1 Ethereum, around $200 to $250. For the first tranche, the early supporters will get 50% early birds discount. We know that Rollies can be financially burdensome for some, so if you send us a message on Twitter, we will give you 1 Rollie for free because we believe that everyone deserves a Rollie and start a conversation about wheelchair and become an ally. The entire image set of 10,000 Rollies would only be released after all the tranches are unlocked. The proceeds from the Rollies will go to create a community of disabled NFT artists. After the first complete sale of the first tranche, we pledge that we will hire one disabled artist, and we will give training and help this disabled artist to create a meaningful NFT art pieces. I am personally dedicated for this cause because I believe I am very lucky to be in an environment where people have been very welcoming for a person with disabilities. But I know for a fact that people with disabilities are one of the most systematically disadvantaged and also discriminated groups. And I believe NFT space can be a unique opportunity for a person with a disability. It is global and digital, and you just need to have access to the internet and can be anywhere in the world.
Moreover, we will use the proceeds to make wheelchair games such as wheelchair racing, wheelchair basketball games, and many more, so people can have fun with the Rollies. I believe more exposure will destigmatize wheelchairs. Finally, every quarter, we will donate the royalties from the Rollie trades to organizations working to better the lives of people with disabilities and wheelchairs. Rollie owners will be able to vote and participate to decide where to donate.
More information about this can be found on our website, wheels.card. When we think about wheelchairs, we often portray an image that is immobile. There are 10,000 different variations of wheelchairs and also different kinds of people that are in a wheelchair. Just from my personal experience when I own Pokemon cards, I tend to learn more about the ecosystem and also just about the Pokemon. And what I anticipate from happening is that I want people to understand more about wheelchairs by owning them. Technological advancements were often used to extend the human limitations, and I hope our project, Wheel Cards, can also take part in this and make this world more wheelchair accessible and understanding for people in wheelchairs.